Hawks. Play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live right here from Atlanta, Georgia. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan alongside tonight Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy with Adley LaForge reporting from the sidelines. And of course Russell Westbrook, team moving on here without him.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Here's Daniels after the basket by Milwaukee. Young looking around. 5 to shoot. Shoots over George. Young, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
They grab their own miss. Back to Anthony. Pass to Holmgren. Driving in. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And those long strides allow Holmgren to get to the rim with only 1 or 2 dribbles.
And here's Young. And Holmgren pulls it down. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. Rizachet wide open. Atlanta gets it back. Fires for 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Anthony. Dort with the bounce pass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, does Chet even have to jump? He's got so much length.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. It's stolen by Dort. Fast break, Milwaukee. Pass to Anthony. It's tipped. Daniels with the steal. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And Daniels makes sure to capitalize on that easy scoring opportunity.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zones, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And so here's Atlanta, following the bucket by the Bucks. Young for three, rebounded by Jackson.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Anthony. He has yet to score. Holmgren the screen. And that one's good, Anthony.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
Here's Anthony, following the bucket by the Hawks. On the way, Jackson from past the arc. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 3. Young in the corner. Another miss by Young.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
Love the toughness Turner showed on that take. Just willing it past the contact.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Milwaukee.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws here for the night. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Both teams changing it up here. No good on that one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Richer is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman. And that's exactly what he's looking for. Grady,
Pass to Newell. Back to Richer. Shoots over Kuzma. The offensive rebound. Up again. Here's Newell. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, if you don't put a body on Okongwu, you're asking for trouble.
Porter with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
Outside Turner. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
and off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Pass to Richer. Fires from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Outside Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from 3-point range. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Buffkin. Hasn't made one yet. It's good on the putback.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Whitehead. Porter inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Newell.
The defender getting a little over anxious there, but Porter causes that anxiety with his high-level scoring ability.
And the Hawks making a change here. The Hawks trailed by 9. Powell outside. .59 seconds left to play in the first. On offense here, the Bucks. Now Porter, 5 points in the game. Takes it inside. Jacks up a 3. Kuzma can't get it to go. Pass to Newell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Bucks leading by 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Porter. And there's the drive. Chalk up 2 there. Porter's got 7.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Pass to Kennard. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Whitehead's shot is off. The Hawks trailed by 11. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, the Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Here's Whitehead. Still without a basket. Shot clock at 6. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Timeout.
Whitehead's got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Hawks.
Substitution on the court.
Young outside. Over Porter. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Missed inside. And Atlanta has possession. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
To Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Porter looking it over. Here's Whitehead. There's the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And the basket by Johnson.
That's an assertive play by Johnson. He was really looking to answer that last one.
Pass to Whitehead. For the three. Hit the tip. Connect. The tray. Whitehead's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 15. Outside Daniels. It's Young on the wing. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. Milwaukee leading by 13. Now here's Porter. 7 points in the game. Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint. Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Anthony with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Here's Daniels. Here's Rizichet. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Pass to Holmgren. And he gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 4 points this quarter.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Here's Young. Drops in the layup for two.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Bounce pass Anthony. Holmgren in the post. Johnson with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 11. Now Young. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. The shot by Okongwu, no good. The drive by Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, that's where Anthony is at his best, when he's getting downhill and attacking the basket.
Here's Rizichet. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Holmgren outside. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Daniels. Young outside. Here's Ricochet. Stolen by Jackson. Anthony right side. Holmgren up top. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 12 points for Chet Holmgren.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Young outside. 5 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. And the shot goes down. Young's got 6.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
Down low. Here's Holmgren.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
Young outside. High post, Johnson. Shoots over Holmgren. Johnson can't get it to go. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a three-point play. That one on Holmgren.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Hawks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
Here's Holmgren. Anthony down low. Puts up a deep 3. Another miss by Holmgren. Young for 3. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Milwaukee. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Bucks leading by 12. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And here's Daniels. Young outside. This one for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. So it's the Bucks now. Anthony taking his time here. Pass to Holmgren. Launches from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Holmgren's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Milwaukee. Young drives in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Hartenstein.
Well, this is why you must force Porzingis farther away. At 7'2", he sometimes forces defenses to compromise inside.
Outside Anthony. Over in the corner, Dort. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. Shoots the 3. And that's good. Trae Young for 3. 9 points for Trae Young.
Well, he's lights out when he has space. Trae Young, one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. It's Young on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Here's Holmgren. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You got to play smart.
After Rizachet. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. And it's Rizachet missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Now, here's George. He's covered by Daniels. Jackson looking it over. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Holmgren the screen. Launches it. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's stolen by Hartenstein. To the paint. Back to Jackson. Pass to Anthony. Holmgren outside. Three-pointer. Porzingis with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Rizachet with it. Now Daniels. Now Young. Defended by Dort. They need this one. Young's shot is off.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Holmgren outside. Three-pointer. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
You know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. Back to Young.
Looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Bucks leading by 15. Now here's Porter. 7 points in the game. Pass to connect. From deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. It's Okongwu, top of the key. Good on. Banked in off the glass. Kennard's got his first bucket in this one.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy.
And finished off by Porter.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off a pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Pass to Alexander Walker. The three-pointer is right on target. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Here's Whitehead. And he drives in. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Kennard for 3. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Newell can't get it to go. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 14. Pass to connect. Back to Porter. Fires the three. Can't hit that one.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Bufkin, no good. Bucks leading by 14. Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, look, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
.110 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Porter. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Hawks.
One made three for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Bufkin. Scoreless thus far.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to connect. And again, the Bucks miss. The Hawks trailed by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Hawks passing it around. Here's Young. Kuzma pulls it in. Outside Anthony. Kuzma, right side. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back to the action in... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Hawks trailed by 12. And here is Powell. Here's Young. And the shot is good. 11 points for Trae Young.
Nice work by Young. He can be a pest.
Anthony with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Pass to connect. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And the Bucks lead by 13.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Young from outside.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And Okongwu has it in the corner. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Bucks leading by 11. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Back to Anthony. And stolen by Okongwu. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Well, this is why you really got to hit Okongwu if you're going to foul him, or else he'll just power right through.
Here's Milwaukee now. They led by as many as 18 points. Turner with the screen. Pass to Whitehead. Turner inside. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
The Hawks trail by 11. Alexander Walker with the ball. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Young. Atlanta making a switch here. Bucks leading by 11. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to connect. Lets it go with the three. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Here's Alexander Walker. Buried from 15 feet out.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget him.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet were set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that up.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Thank you, Allie. Alexander Walker. The Hawks again can't hit. Holmgren wide open. Hits it from three-point range. 3 points. Holmgren's got 24.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Left side, Daniels. Just to Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. A 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, I love the response by Porzingis. Terrific work coming back with his own triple.
Nailed from three-point land. Holmgren's got 11 points here in just the second half. Right side, Daniels. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Holmgren in the post. Makes it off the glass. He has 29.
And we know Chet can shoot the ball, but I like him the most when he's near the basket.
Daniels, no good. Bucks leading by 12. Now Porter. Holmgren outside. Powell pulls it in. And so Powell will bring it up for the Hawks. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Newell. Here's Daniels. Porter pulls it in. Now Holmgren. Back to Porter. Holmgren the screen. The putback. The three. And the three ball is good. Holmgren's got 32 points.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Hawks trailed by 15 with the drive.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him. Count it!
And guys, they did a better job of getting good looks inside in that first half. More of their shots now coming from the perimeter.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Here's Holmgren. He nails it from 11.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Fires the three. Jackson with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now Dort puts up the three. Does not go in.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Young outside. And that one drops.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over it.
Now Holmgren. .112 left in the game. Not that time. It won't go. The Hawks trailed by 14.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought that their overall shot selection was better.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Okongwu pulls it down.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. She's in the building and she's feeling herself. She's looking bad, but I'm willing to help. Stop it, baby. You're chilling my Dell. I'm feeling